us out.
Alright, what's this? Yeah, this is where we get into the nitty gritty. No. Hey, yes! I don't know why the hell they will drop a new Tapion, but I'm with it. I'm with the new Tapion. I don't care. Don't know what. Oh, it actually. It is actually Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist. It's a Dragon Fist Goku. Raiyuden, your answers have been. Your prayers have been answered, Raiyuden. Raiyuden, your prayers have been answered. Look at him. Look. Hey, let's go. I'm so happy for Raiyuden. I'm so happy for Raiyuden, man. The Dragon's Wrath is here. Ooh. That's hot. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, and the sun's shining on him. Ooh. It actually was Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist. I didn't think it would be. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it would.
And Super Saiyan 3
Okay, congrats, Raiyuden. I'm happy for you, dog. I'm personally more happy about Tapion, but hey, that's nice.
Mighty Dragon Fist. And how? You can see Goku's Dragon Fist in one of the summon animations.
I can't believe that Tapion actually, they actually put Raiyuden in. That's crazy.
For the 4th anniversary.
I've seen the summon animation, but I'm very excited to finally see a Dragon Fist performed in battle.
It's such an iconic scene after all. We really took our time so that we could faithfully reproduce it. I think we put together something suitable for the Legends Limited moniker. We hope you all enjoy it. So, without further ado, here's Super Saiyan 3 Goku in action.
Alright, here we go. We get some gameplay.
Only one way out of this.
Tapion! I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm more excited for Tapion. I could care less about Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist. So Tapion just... Wait. Hit. Wow. So... Wait a minute. So Tapion... When Tapion dies, he does a last attack? Okay, I'm gonna definitely have to read his details for that, because that's nuts. Okay, that's his... Well, that's a nice green card animation. The first thing we saw was his cover change. Look at this stage. This stage is kind of cool. This is blue card. Okay. Cool strike animation. This is his ultimate. That goes into Dragon Fist. They ripped that animation straight from the summons, like they mentioned earlier. And this is the LF animation. Look at that. It's actually kind of cool. It's not the craziest LF in the world, but I think it's actually nice.
Let's take a look at the abilities of Tapion and Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Alright, let's see.
Tapion is a support type character with a new final...
Already shafting Tapion with him being yellow and a support character.
Damage to the enemy if the character goes down and there are other undefeated battle members. Raiyuden will appear when this Tapion is defeated and deal damage to the on-field enemy.
That's
Then
interesting.
That damage will be applied to the ones on standby as well.
When this
so it's an
character
AoE.
is standby, allies will get a buff, and if you have 3 or fewer cards, you'll draw a new one at random. Tapion can also seal.
He
enemy
seals
arts
strikes
cards
after
with
enemy
different
attack is
abilities
over.
and
Interesting.
lower enemy arts card draw speed and destroy their cards.
Tapion is designed to interfere with your opponent's game plan. Plus, this character can boost ally strike damage inflicted, boost next own special move damage inflicted, and increase arts card draw speed, leading to plenty of offensive opportunities.
He gives
too.
himself ki whenever he attacks. That's
This
nice.
Goku is a melee type attacker with an attack type.
And Goku
unique
is green,
gauge,
okay.
And of course, the incredibly powerful Dragon Fist.
Okay, so he has one of those Z abilities where he gets like plus an
Using
extra
strike
percentage
or
to
blast arts will give
a
Goku
specific
a
arts.
boost to ultimate arts damage.
And to attack Sun
This
family.
will also boost the unique gauge, and when that
He gets
unique
90%
gauge
damage and
goes all the way
60%
up,
reduced damage received.
Goku's
And of course
special
permanent
move,
card draw speed.
special and
permanent arts card,
and main ability will be permanently
Arts cost
enhanced.
down.
After being enhanced, the ultimate arts will
He has a
nullify
strike cover
Goku's
change.
unfavorable element factike on activation.
Every time he uses a strike or blast, he heals, gets ki, damage, and he stacks ultimate damage.
Also have arts card draw
He has his
speed
own
from
unique
battle start, in addition to other
He has his
offensive
own
oriented
unique
abilities,
gauge.
like strike arts cost down. So
And it works the
only
same way like
effective
Blue Kaioken Goku. Well, actually, no, not Blue Kaioken Goku. Ultra Gogeta whenever he uses a card.
That's all we have for you regarding the
Wow.
second
Okay.
half of the
I'm gonna definitely have to go back and look at those details.
Looks like it's going to be jump-packed.
Another Goku with a unique gauge.
Yes.
Perfect.
Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Goku is very cool, so make sure you don't miss out. Remember that if you want some of the Legends Limited characters from that truly incredible lineup, you need to complete the missions to collect summon tickets, and then wait for July 12th when you finally
Wow.
are able to use them. There will be other events and campaigns in addition to the ones we introduced today, so please look forward to those too.
The 4th anniversary is still going strong.
It's not over yet, but that's all for today.
Strong is a
See you all again.
very
in the next
exaggerated
episode
word,
of
but
reveals and stuff.
you guys
Bye,
at least
everyone.
tried this year,
Bye.
so. Bye. Wow. Okay. So, first let me go back to Tapion. Okay, so Tapion is a yellow support character, already a big shaft for him since the strongest characters in the game and most present are all red characters. So yeah, it's kind of a. They always shaft these like these like secondary units on these banners because Vegeta got shafted for him being blue and also for this guy being yellow. So it's a shame, but it is what it is. So let's see, his Z ability 30% to Sagas in the movies or powerful opponent defenses, and 15% to characters that are both Sagas in the movie and powerful opponent strike attack. Deals major explode damage to the enemy when his character is defeated if there is another remaining battle member. In addition, the damage is yes, an AoE. Damage to this attack cannot cause the enemy to die. Okay, if this character is defeated by enemy self-destruct attack and it won't activate. Okay, this effect will not activate in co-op. Okay. Poly effects occur when his character is in the battlefield, so he gets 80% damage inflicted and 50% reduced damage received, and he randomly destroys a card when he hits the battlefield. That's very interesting. Okay, Shuriken's own cell count by 10 when enemy activate. Wow, so he's actually just Rising Rush fodder. He's actually just Rising Rush fodder. That's crazy. Oh man, of course whenever they release a new Tapion, a character that I personally do like, they just make him Rising Rush fodder. Of course they do, because why not, right? Because they realize who the hell cares about Tapion. They realize who the hell cares about Tapion. Okay, so after the enemy attack is over, inflicts all enemies with -1 to card draw speed and 20% to damage received, and seals strike arts. Very, very interesting. Fine effects occur when this character is switched to standby. Draws a card when there are 3 or fewer cards, and 25% damage inflicted by allies for 15 counts. Okay, that's actually a pretty nice damage buff. Applies the 5 effects to sub every single time this character uses a card. Restores ki by 10 and 20% to strike damage inflicted for 15 counts. Okay, and the final effects occur upon landing a strike arts hit. Seals blue and green cards. Inflicts all enemies with -20 to health restoration for 20 counts. Very interesting character. So he seals green and blue cards with his strikes, and every single time he uses a card, he gets ki and 20% to strike damage. And when he switches to standby, he draws cards, give your allies a damage buff, debuffs the enemy on switch out, and seal their strikes. Actually no. When the attack is over, he debuffs them and seals their strikes. Very, very interesting. Okay, I would have to see how that last ditch attack works because it's just major damage, right? If it was massive damage, then it'd be different. Or if he gave a explode debuff, almost kind of with the green metal cooler, because on his main ability, he gives everybody on the team an explode debuff, so the ultimate actually hits harder, and it's also an AoE. So I have to see how that actually works. I gotta see that thing in action. Okay, moving on to Goku. Wow, I never thought Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist would actually be the character that comes out. But hey, I'm happy for Raiyuden though. I'm happy for my boy. So let's see. His Z ability 2% to strike arts damage inflicted by Sun Family, 30% to Sun Family movies or Saiyan attack. Just straight up all attack. Okay. Okay. Applies the fire effects to self when battle starts, so he gets 90% to damage inflicted, 60% reduced damage received, and permanent card draw speed, and permanent arts costs down, which is already really good for a melee type. And applies the fire effects to self when his character enters the battlefield. He gets 30 ki, which is insane. 30% to damage inflicted, cannot be stacked, so when he enters the battlefield, he's at 120% damage inflicted. And he nullifies cover changes twice when he enters the battlefield. So it's almost like the Gogeta effect, except Gogeta has it 3 times. Okay, and charges unique gauge by an additional 100% when his character uses a strike or blast card if there are 2 defeated. Interesting. Okay, so that must be okay. So as a last man standing buff, he gets full unique gauge. That's basically the same thing as UI Goku. When UI Goku has 2 defeated battle members, he gets endurance and a full unique gauge. Okay. So he has a strike cover. Applies fly effects to itself every time this character uses a strike or blast cards. Restores health by 3%. Restores ki by 5. 10% damage inflicted for 10 counts. This man is going to do some damage, okay? And 5% to ultimate damage inflicted activates 6 times. So he can get an extra 30% to his ult damage. And slightly charges own unique gauge every time this character uses a strike or a blast arts card while on the battlefield. So I wonder, because it's worded slightly charges, how much is that going to be? Like, is it going to be like Ultra Gogeta's, or is it going to be like not as good as Ultra Gogeta's? I would have to see this in action. And applies the flavor effects to self once unique gauge is full. Okay, so it's a one-time. Is it a one-time thing? I think so, yeah, because it activates once. But because of the fact that he gets a full unique gauge when he's by himself, that makes me think that you could keep on refilling the gauge. But these are like activate once buffs, almost like with Cell, where he once he gets his full unique gauge, he gets permanent buffs. Okay, so he restores health by 20%, enhances special move arts, inflicts on enemies with no switching for 3 counts, enhances special arts, restores health by 10%, enhances ultimate arts, nullifies own unfavorable element factors, and enhances main ability, restores own vanishing gauge by 100%, and reduce the enemy vanishing gauge to 0%. So, okay, you get this unique gauge full, and he makes everything about him stronger. Increases his blue card, his green card, his ultimate, and his main. So, you get the unique gauge full. When you use his blue card, he locks them in. When he uses his green card, he restores his health. When he uses his ultimate, he goes type neutral. And when he pops his main, he gets his gauge back and takes away the enemy's gauge. That is insane. Now, all that is going to depend on how fast you can charge that unique gauge. Because if this thing works exactly like Ultra Gogeta's, I feel like it's not going to, because Ultra Gogeta can charge up that gauge in like 4 cards. But looking at this right here, where you would need to hit, so just based on this, where you'd have to activate this 6 times to get the full passive of this, I'd imagine maybe it'll take, like, because it says slightly charges, it might just be not as good as Ultra Gogeta's unique gauge. That's what I'm guessing. Whew, boy. Okay, this and the crazy thing is, he is the perfect partner for UI Goku too. He literally covers his weakness to blue characters. This is gonna be something else, because you could just stand there with UI Goku, and if you get an attack off, then you can just switch into this guy and start building up his unique gauge. Okay. This is going to be very, very interesting. This is going to be very interesting. He doesn't seem like he's going to be as annoying as UI Goku, since UI Goku just stands there all day, but he does sound very, very oppressive. By his kid, he sounds very oppressive, because you're going to want to keep on attacking with him in order to build up his unique gauge and get these permanent buffs. Okay. Okay. Man, okay. Well, yeah, this is gonna be one heck of a second half. Yep.